Hi, it's Kim McDonald here with another report from the NWO News, New World Order News, for March the 13th. Um, uh, Friday the 13th. Well, I think I have the right program for that tonight. 2012. Let's start at home here in Canada tonight. We have Stephen Harper, our premier, who, like Bush, is a member of the New World Order and supporter. Then there is Michael Ignatia, who, like Obama, is also a supporter of the New World Order. And all of these NWO supporters are only puppets in the scheme of the New World Order. And they have no say whatsoever in how their country's future is run. A vote for any of these criminals is a death sentence to you, your family, and friends. Really think about that, people. We're getting closer. We have to intensify this, and we've got to push now. Another thing. It's been brought to my attention that over the last few months and dating quite far back to 9/11, the number 11 in any form is bad news. I won't bore you with all the stuff you can find out on Google when you type in a date with an 11 in it. Guaranteed you will find something bad happen that day. I want to talk about April 11th. And if you do watch the big media giants, CNN, Fox, and the others, you would have not seen these stories in full. 7-point earthquakes up and down the west coast of the US and Canada on the 11th, which was Wednesday. Not one, but 11 or 12. Also on the East Coast, 6.5 earthquakes, about 15 of them. 4 to 5 feet of hail falls in Texas. Through the Midwest, more monster tornadoes than ever reported, along with dozens of smaller 3.7 and 5.2 earthquakes. Is this not newsworthy to CNN and that? I don't know. It seems pretty damn important to me considering, what happened in Mexico back in March when they simulated a big earthquake and pulled it off. The New World Order. They have that power now to simulate earthquakes, tornadoes. They can wipe out any small country and make it look like a bad act of weather. I don't know. We all know, or damn well should know, that last month the U.S. government, along with the devil, manipulated that big earthquake in Mexico. At 9/11, where Americans were killed, hundreds of your friends and family, to raise money for a war that can't be won. Senseless. This is all so wrong and so sad for the families who lost their loved ones on American soil done by Americans. This is sick to what our beliefs are. By the people, for the people. The Constitution that so much blood has been spread across this country and fought for by yours and my ancestors is now gone forever. We can't get any of that back. It's going to get worse, people. We need to smarten up now. Um, now all that is left is the New World Order, and they're saying, buy a few, for a few. There's no more mention of people. You can listen to a New World Order anthem. I have it on my site, and it's on a couple other sites on YouTube also. It's quite good. Okay, this stuff will never change until the U.S. government grows a set of balls and tells the people who voted for them all the lies they have spread for a few hundred years. In the 60s, my family, we had just bought one of the first color TVs, early 60s. And the big news, everybody crowded around the TV, the U.S. lands man on the moon. But it was done in a movie set. So people wake up, there is no wind on the moon. But yet on the broadcast of that walk, there was our red, white, and blue flag blowing like crazy in the wind. Now, that to me is proof I could see that. They were telling me that's the moon, and I know it wasn't the moon. Fact. This was orchestrated by NWO. Other places, Area 51, the assassination of both of the Kennedy brothers as presidents, fluoride, aspartame, every war the USA was ever involved in, 9/11 and the murder of hundreds of innocent Americans, voting fraud electing their own officials, the Bohemian Grove, where 2,000 of the most popular, or not popular, maybe to themselves they're popular, the most powerful and wealthy men meet every year to indulge in prostitutes and homosexual acts. Now, do you think our elected officials should be meeting at this place and having secret meetings and voting on things and not telling us, the people who pay them? They now work for the NWO, FEMA, Illuminati, Bilderbergs, all these things, and people are full of shit. And I'll tell you, I'm fucking getting pissed off. Why aren't more people waking up to this fact? Are you like a bunch of sheep out there? Stand up and be counted. All of these things and people are full of shit. And to think your elected officials are part of a world gang of killers, and even here, in Canada, Prime Minister Stephen Harper is also in this gang and indulges possibly in prostitutes and homosexual acts in groups, makes me sick to my stomach. I have nothing against gay people. But if you're going to be that far up in politics and lead a country and act this way, you should be impeached, gone. Sayonara. The world says Ron Paul for president. I really believe they're right. He is the only man that has any chance at all of stopping this. We need to do it. Thanks for watching. God bless. Be careful. Always look over your shoulder and check out your surroundings. This is Kim McDonald, pissed off again, saying good night.